Hey guys, Bob is joining me again. We're here for Hangout and doing just fun stuff. So what we're doing today is just put the hood on here. It's my 73 hood, but this is the one, yeah, the 73 hood, and it's ready for body work for this car. The thing is, the hood me and Tony are going to use is that one. It had a forklift load drop on it, so I actually have to fix it before we can use it. Yeah, so me and Bob are just doing test fitting. We wanted to see the front end on this car. Kind of gives a little bit of motivation. And that is the bumper off this car. I guess off the 73 is one of my spares. That spoiler is like for a 77 style Celica with a flat nose, but it was shipped to me as the wrong spoiler. But I think we're gonna make it work for the purpose of this car. I think that will be something that we can do relatively easy. So that'll be cool, but this gives us some motivation. I think we're gonna throw the headlights on there a bit if we can find the right bolts from the bin, but that should be fun. All right, this is a little side project. It's going to make much easier use of this welder. I'm building a welding cart, and I've got most of the steel cut here. I cut a couple more small pieces, and that should be really helpful for this. And I got my little man helping out here again. Here's the start of my welding cart. I got the base and the two uprights on there. And it's all just made with scrap materials, and that's going to be the base for the welder and the other two uprights. And then I'm going to have to put a little bit of sheet metal in the floor here so I can have an extra shelf, and then in the back here we'll figure out a way to mount the tank. This is as far as I am now on the welding cart, and everything came off of that paper masking cart except for this rail and that rail off the base, and I'm going to be able to use, that was part of the base as well. I'm going to use that to make some hooks to hang up the welding gun and the ground, and then we'll use a little bit of the scrap steel I have here just to make a floor in here and maybe a shelf, we'll see. And then in the back I got some different bar stocks. I think we'll bend them into shape. We'll just put a U around here, and that'll keep the tank, the welding tank, from tipping over. So that should work really well. Well, I'm done the welding cart for now. I might have to paint it yet, but for now it's done and usable. I got the tank mounted in the back with built-in straps to hold it on. I might put a shelf in the bottom yet, but for now I just need to get it done. So I can always add that later. Here's the front view. I'm pretty happy with that. I've added a hook there and hook there for each cable, and then one inside for the helmet.
I got most of this intercooler adapter pipe made up, so most of it's tacked in place, and we brought it here. I was working on it at home, brought it here to Devin's place. So I'll show the fitment here is about where we wanted it. It's quite tight in there and just clears the frame rail on the back side and just clears the fans on the inside. So now all I have to do is this elbow has to come up at about this angle to meet up our hose that we've got for the throttle body. So got a little bit of work to do right in this area. Yeah, other than that I just got to weld it up, finish welding it up. Then maybe we're going to try to find a way to pressure test it to make sure I don't have any leaks.
Do you want to give us a close-up on that piece?
Sure. So I made it out of two pieces of steel. This is one piece here, and then this was the other piece. So.
And then you had a bracket you made for it, right?
Yeah, and then this I made out of some thicker, I believe it's 1/4 inch or so, and so like I said, I spent quite a bit of time making sure that my my flange lines up pretty good with everything. So. Yeah, it should be a good flowing piece. I mean, a lot better than the factory, so that's always what we're after, right?
And it looks really nice. And you got to finish up the welds on there. You just want to make sure it all fits today, hey?
Yeah, I'm going to finish up these now because now I know this fits.
Yeah.
And then finish all this up so this is strong, and then I'm going to work with this so I don't warp the other stuff while I'm
awesome.
working with this.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of trimming to the original EcoBoost engine cover, and we got this here. And I'm pretty happy with it. Tony and I talked about cutting it down. The one thing I wonder about, if we get down low like this, if it's going to clear our hood. So we'll have to do a test fit on that yet. But if it clears the hood, then awesome. I think we'll keep it up in there. And it's done in such a way that it lifts off really easy. It's cut right down there. You can kind of see in the back here where I've just pretty much sliced it in half to make it fit on there. I got this panel done right here for the front. I guess that'll become the new firewall. And that's the old one. So what we want to do is build a flat panel in here, and we'll probably have our wiring harness tucked in here is what it sounds like. So the next step will be me building a panel that goes straight across here. So that's what I'm going to tackle now. It's kind of hard to see right now. My trouble light isn't working, but we'll do what we can here. This is the little top plate we have for this piece in there. So that'll be a compartment to house some of our wiring. There's the kick panel and the floor. So I guess next step, Tony's got to take a stud out, a bolt that broke off on the exhaust downpipe, and then we can actually finish up this section here and the little block off plate, I guess this part here on the side of the motor. And then this side has got a good progress. We want to build our doghouse over there yet, so it'll be a block off plate, finishing the downpipe cover, and then moving to the other side for the front of the floor here. All of this pile of wiring here is what came out of the 2015 Mustang. It should be everything we need to get it to run. So that is the plan to get into the car here. So if I step back, you can see there's a lot of wiring that goes in there, and I think a lot that we'll probably be trimming out of there. But I think Tony's next goal is to get this wiring harness in there. We want to fire the car and hear it run. We have not done that yet. Crossing our fingers that all is good, nothing was damaged from the accident.
Now we're working on getting our 3 engine harnesses connected. We think we have pretty much everything done. We have some grounds set up. Everything's very temporary right now until we know what we need, and then we eventually the plan is to cut a bunch of wires down to minimize the wiring, I guess. So yeah, we've got like our battery junction box and our main wiring harness, the engine bay wiring harness. Battery originally is here, so we'll put it here for now to do our connections. It goes through the firewall there and there.
I'll get into the inside there.
Sure. So then here we've got our smart junction box, and so some more grounds and stuff, and then it runs into the kind of the main FICM. On that side is your instrument cluster and stuff like that, and then it runs back, and we've got the RCM hooked up, although right now it probably thinks we're not doing very well, so maybe we should go like this.
Probably thinks we're upside down.
Yeah. Just so people know, never play with an RCM if you have like airbags in the vehicle. They can actually, moving this can deploy airbags if you have them hooked up and the keys on.
We did our airbag recall, so we're good, right?
We do not have any airbags in this vehicle, not even to lower the car. So, and we've got our fuel sensor, fuel pump units here. Whatever this is, I'm not actually sure. And yeah, a bunch of wiring. Hopefully we've got everything we need connected. We'll try hooking up the battery now. We won't crank it because I don't think we have any oil in it. So.
You told me to put oil in.
Oh, you did?
We just have to check how much is in there. I can't remember if I did a full or just a certain amount.
Oh, okay. How long ago was that?
Before we put the motor in, right after we did the oil pan and uprighted it, you talked about wanting to prime it first or something because it sat for a while.
We're not sure if we're going to be able to do that or not. So, anyways, yeah, we hook up the starter and see if see if stuff works. We also don't have a programmed key yet. We have a key, but we need to program it to this vehicle yet. So we have a couple of guys who might be able to help us with that.
Sweet deals.
But yeah.
Awesome.
See if we get anything.
So, what's that odd noise?
Well, we cut our wiring harness because they don't have connectors to the door, and so it thinks our doors are open.
Beauty.
And, like, no, they're closed, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think it's a jar or anything, but
Yeah.
all right. Just wanted to say thank you to the guys at MT Garage for hooking Tony and I up with a bare set of rims. These are 13-inch either Audi or BMW rims, and we got a set of 4 from those guys with some usable tires in there. And what we needed was just a set to roll the car around, because I need to put the other ones back on my Miata, because now it's summertime and I'm driving it. So thank you very much, guys, and I will put a link for their YouTube channel on the description, and go check out what they're doing. They're building a couple of race cars and a show car. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for stopping by for another episode of Dad's Toy Garage. Had some fun working on Project Snake Charmer today. So hopefully next time you come back, we'll be able to fire this puppy up. So until next time, talk to you later.